Scanning for audio.
Welcome once again to a Tin Dog podcast. Oh, it feels like such a long time, but I know it hasn't been. I hope you're enjoying the Hooverville interviews. But that's not why we're here. Yes, I know you enjoy your good old Big Finish fun. But no, today we're talking about BBC Books. Because every year or so, they always release something marvellous. Well, that's what I've got in front of me. Who doesn't love a nice infographic? I mean, seriously, who doesn't? For those of you who don't know what an infographic isn't, I am very surprised if there are any of you out there. An infographic is, well, an information relayed to you via a graphic, a drawing. The thing is, BBC Books of late have produced some absolutely stunning Doctor Who books. There's been background information, the vault, all that glorious photography, the history of the Doctor, everything has been gone into and mined. And the problem with a mine is once you've mined it, you can't go back and mine it again. Or you can, but you need to do it in a subtle and more interesting way. The Infographica is a stroke of genius. It's about an inch thick, smaller than A4, and just, well, fun. There isn't a single photograph in the entire book. It's all drawings and icons and images and graphs, and I'm making it sound so much less interesting than it actually is. There are just ridiculous facts, and you know what? In the world of the pedantic, and let's face it, that's what we are, that's what we have here. Each individual Doctor is covered. Each individual companion is covered. There are percentages and graphs aplenty. I mean, for example, the Fifth Doctor. What percentage of the stories of the Fifth Doctor have him in? What percentage of the Fifth Doctor stories have the Chameleon or Perry? The answer is 4% for Perry, but that's not important. We have all of the costumes. We have absolutely everything. We also have lists of returning characters. We've got flow charts. We've got how people leave broken down into which companions and things like that. We've got who classes as a companion. It's all there. We've got a complete system of Sarah Jane-ness. Oh, it's all going to be all right. And you know what? It's just glorious. Every single Doctor is here. Every single way of killing them, of just, you name it, you'll find it in these pages. Things the Doctor doesn't like, things the Doctor does like. Oh, there are quotes aplenty. There are percentages of stories. I cannot tell you how glorious this is on a podcast that is audio because it is so gloriously visual. I can't tell you how good this is because you have to see for yourself. There's even gigantic sections on, well, let's take for example this graph, the graph on page 162 called In Time. It's the amount of time we see elapse in Doctor Who stories. For example, in the story 42, we see 42 minutes. In the Happiness Patrol, the entire story takes place over one night. Marco Polo takes over 3 weeks. The Power of Three takes place over an entire year. The 11th Hour, 14 years. The Time of the Doctor, 1,000 years. And of course, Heaven Sent, more than, well, 4.5 billion years. This is the sort of thing that we'd like. Stories without the TARDIS. There's been 9 of them, and they're all listed here. This is a Quizmaster's dream. So yes, it's a book that if you want photographs of your favourite Doctors, just go straight past. It's not for you. But if you want fun And I'm talking the sort of fun that you get sitting next to another Doctor Who fan, pointing, laughing and just joking. Then this is for you. It genuinely is. So with that, I'll let you decide for yourself and track it down, because it's definitely worth a look. And with that, I'll bid you farewell and speak to you soon, probably about Doctor Who. So until then, be seeing you. That was the Doctor Who Tin Dog Podcast, available on iTunes, YouTube, Twitter, RSS, Vimeo, and across the internet. Doctor Who and its associated properties are all copyright and trademark of the BBC. No infringement is intended. Why not become a supporter by visiting patreon.com/tindog. Contact the show on tin-dog@hotmail.co.uk. The Tin Dog Podcast is a founder member of the Doctor Who Podcast Alliance.